Hey guys, I'm Grant. Today we're going to be doing a DIY transmission flush on this B6 Passat here. This DIY pertains to the 09M and the 09G automatic transmissions found in a variety of Volkswagens from the early 2000s to 2010. This pertains to the B6 Passat, VWCC, Mark 5, Mark 6, Volkswagen Golf, and Jetta, as well as the Tiguan Mark 1 and Mark 2 generations. So let's dive into it. We have a variety of kits depending on what application you're doing this DIY on, but today's kit features a Hanks filter, 6 liters of Myla ATF fluid, as well as a new transmission drain plug and washer. We also have kits available with our specialty Schwaben tool for the 6-speed automatics and the DSGs. The tools needed for this job are an assortment of ratchets as well as torque wrenches. The sizes you're going to be needing are a 10mm, a 5mm Allen, a T20, and a T25. You're also going to need a paint pen when you're torquing down the bolts for the transmission pan, and our Schwaben 6-speed and DSG transmission service kit. First step is to actually get the car up in the air and make sure it's level. It's imperative that the car is level. That way when you're draining and filling the transmission, you're getting the right level. Next, to remove the under tray or street shield. This car is equipped with our ECS tuning street shield. Whatever car you own, you should be running one of these. It is a lifesaver. So we'll get this removed and get on to the transmission. There's a few differences when it comes to the 09M versus the 09G. This is an 09M, and people like to say the M stands for more torque because this transmission does have a higher torque capacity compared to the 09G. But the other difference pertaining to this DIY is the actual pan itself. The 09Ms actually have 9 bolts, while the 09Gs have 8 bolts. So that's one way you can tell the difference right away. All right, so the next step is to actually drain your fluid. Normally, I would say that you would want to make sure your fill plug is cracked first so you can fill the transmission up before you drain all the fluid. But in this case, your fill plug and your drain plug are the same plug here. It's a 5mm Allen. Just crack that loose here. There we go. Real tight. Now I'm gonna watch and see if any fluid leaks out. This plug is actually, oh, there is some fluid. There you go. This plug is actually called the viewport plug because you view how much fluid is in your transmission through it. And there's actually gonna be another plug we take out while we let this drain. The next step is there's actually a little insert inside of here, which is also a 5mm Allen. It shouldn't be too tight, only about 2 Newton meters. Be very careful with this piece, it is plastic. But you want to unscrew this to drain the rest of the fluid from the transmission. There we go, now it's catching the threads. It's starting there, there we go. All right, the next step is to loosen the bolts holding in the oil pan, and you want to do this in a diagonal pattern. Now, depending on whether this is an 09G or an 09M, depends on how you go about loosening these bolts. Since this is an 09M, I'm going to start in the back bolt here, go forward, and then work diagonally across each of these bolts. All we're going to do is loosen them for a start. So we're going to come back up over here. Then come back around. Go across. All right, with all the bolts loosened, you now don't have to do the diagonal pattern. You can just take them all out. I'm gonna start with the back here so I can sort of lean the pan this way so all the fluid comes out the drain plug. See, and that's why you'll want to start back there. Shoot. Sorry, Mike. There we go. Don't let that drain. A little bit right there. So this right here is your filter, and this is what we are going to be replacing. But for now, got the pan out, got to clean this up, get the new oil pan gasket put on, and then we should be able to install everything else. Now that we have the oil pan removed, we're going to remove the filter here, which is just 3 10mm bolts. Crack that loose. There we go. That's why we keep the oil drain pan here the whole job. Because stuff like that will happen. You don't realize how much oil these transmissions actually hold until you do a job like this. All right. Well, was gonna inspect the actual O-rings, but everything looks good on the transmission side of things. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. So next is to clean up both the surfaces here for the filter, as well as cleaning up the surface for the gasket for the oil pan housing. And we also have to clean up the oil pan housing itself before we put it back in. All right, just gonna clean up some of these mating surfaces. Make sure there's no pitting, nothing weird going on with it. Everything seems fairly normal. I'm gonna go around the housing here. Just clean up this surface. If you're really noticing that your mating surface here to the transmission is really gunked up, you can use a Scotch-Brite pad and actually clean off the outer ring here. But everything seems fairly normal and good here, so Scotch-Brite pad is not necessary. Now with the oil pan removed, what we're going to do is actually remove the old rubber seal / gasket here. And then we also have to clean up the inside of the oil pan. There's 2 magnets down here that are going to have a bit of debris on them. You want to make sure those are both completely clean, as well as the inside of the pan, before putting it back on the transmission. Look at all that gunk. I can grab the magnet here. Don't mind the grease, but I do want to show you guys Hank's filter kit that comes with our kits. One of the biggest things here is the gasket already has the spacers pre-installed. There are some kits out there that don't come with the spacers and you have to order them separately, but it's really cool that the spacers are actually included. And then the filter, again, it's just a nice Hank's filter. The one we actually pulled out of the transmission was already a Hank's one and was doing the job flawlessly. So let's get these all installed. Make sure you pay attention to the orientation of the filter to the actual transmission itself. Once you line that up, just square it away and start one of the bolts here. We'll get these started here, and then once we do, we'll torque them down to 11 Newton meters. Unfortunately, we don't have any satisfying clicks with this torque wrench, but it is torquing down. Just can't hear it. All right, with the pan clean, you can now put on the new gasket. Now, it does slot into the actual oil pan itself, so make sure you get those channels lined up and it clips in nicely here. That way, when you're putting it on, you don't lose any fluid. There you go. All right, with that on, we can now throw this back up onto the transmission. Now we're just going to line up the transmission pan here, make sure it's in the right orientation. And we're gonna start some of these bolts by hand. We are not going to torque them down just yet. We just wanna make sure that the oil pan is on and that all the holes are lined up. So you have to torque them down via a diagonal pattern, and I'm actually gonna start by hand tightening them until they're snug, going in the pattern I wanna go with. So I'm gonna start with this back one, that one's snug. Move to the front one here. Do this one by hand until it is snug, feel snug. Go to this back corner. Snug. Move out to the front corner. Snug. Move to this one. Snug. Move to this one. Snug. Move to this one. Snug. And then snug this last one here. Snug. Now that I have all of those tightened down snugly, we're going to torque them down to 7 Newton meters in the same start pattern. 7, and then I'm gonna take a paint pen and just mark the center so I know that one's torqued. Good enough. Move from there to this front one. All right, now with the pan back on, we're gonna put in the plastic drain / oil level plug here. And this, you gotta be careful with since it is plastic. This only gets torqued down to 2 Newton meters. All right, with the drain plug and the pan back in, it's time to refill the transmission. We're gonna use our 6-speed transmission adapter that comes in our Schwaben kit. Get that nice and snug, like so. Then we're gonna connect the one end of the line to it. Bam. Next, we gotta grab our regulator. Now, with this attached to the transmission, you'll take your pressure regulator here and make sure it's closed. Pop it on. Then you wanna make sure this number doesn't go above 10 PSI. Got that locked in place. Slowly open the one and then flip this upside down. And as you'll see, your fluid's gonna start coming out. So we're gonna start by filling this up with only 3 liters of fluid first to see if that's more than we should have or if not. When the transmission's running, these usually tend to be between 5 and 6 liters of fluid, but we won't be able to figure that out until we turn the transmission on. So while it's cold, I wanna see what the level's like to figure out how much more fluid we need to put in so we're not overfilling it. It's important to get the right amount of fluid in here and to not overfill it, but you also don't want too little either. All right, now that you have 2.5 to about 3 liters of fluid inside of your transmission here, we're actually going to leave this all attached. Bring the car down a little bit. You can leave your car on jack stands if you're on jack stands. We're gonna actually start it and start getting some temperature and some fluid moved up through the transmission. That way, when we fill the rest of the fluid up, it'll be at the proper level. With the transmission filled and up to temperature, we're now going to torque down the drain bolt, which gets torqued down to 27 Newton meters. There's that satisfying click. The last step is to put your skid plate or under tray back on and go on a test drive and make sure everything feels great. That concludes this DIY on this B6 Passat. A link to the kit used as well as the tools used will be in the description down below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and follow for more enthusiast content.